he was a pass catcher
Yeah.
and then developed into a blocker.
Right.
Were you sort of the same way at Farragut? Were you more of a pass catcher and you had to learn to block?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people that watched me in high school knew that. I mean, I was pretty slender. Like, I was a pretty skinny guy, and so coming into college, if I was going to continue to play tight end, I was going to have to put on a lot of weight and change my body. And I think, so far I've done a pretty good job of doing that and getting where I need to be. And so developing that blocking aspect, like you were talking about, has been huge.
How much have you gained? What did you go from?
Yeah, I think when I came to campus, I was probably 206 pounds. And I mean, if you look at the roster now, I think I'm like 249 or something was the last weigh-in that I had. So I mean, quite a bit of weight. So.
Jacob, what can you say about the team building that Coach Heupel implemented in the offseason? He's talked about meeting with the leadership council and coming away with the belief that was something that you guys really needed.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that we need right now is just coming together as a team and just playing, because we have athletes, we have the coaches to do it, the scheme to do it, and it's just about coming together and being able to do it together.
And as a tight end, I mean, how exciting is the thought of playing in this offense? I mean, it seems like it's a big part of what they want to do.
Right, that's exactly what I want as a tight end, is just a chance to be a part of the offense, to catch balls, to block. I don't care to block. I would love blocking. I love getting in the trenches and doing what I need to do. But just being a factor in the offense and being what people can rely on and to make plays and do all that sorts of things. So it's big for me.
How would you describe just sort of the atmosphere that Heupel's tried to create?
Yeah, I guess it would just be welcoming. I think that when you walk in the building, it's always, a hello, how you doing, what's up, from everybody in the building, whether that's staff or whether that's players and everything. And I think that's the biggest driving and motivating factor right now, is just being around the guys and knowing that we all want to be here and we all want to be a part of what's going on.
On the idea of welcoming, would you get a sense even in terms of the program to the outside world?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of care for the fans now, and I mean there has been before, but especially now there's a lot more engagement with the fans and a lot more things that are coming out for them, and they can kind of see what's going on with us. But there's obviously the aspect of the part of the game that we have to keep to ourselves, and that's kind of what this camp's about, just going into it. They always say just lock the doors and let's go play ball. So I think that's the biggest thing about it right now.
Brandon, since the start of last year, 35 players have transferred. And some were walk-ons and some have been dismissed, and I get all that.
Yeah.
But was it discouraging to see that many players leave the program?
Well, this is kind of what I talked to you about earlier, about making decisions for yourself and being a little bit selfish at times. If you're not in a situation that is going to be beneficial to you, to your future family, and to your career, I mean, you got to go do what you got to do. I love all the guys that have left. I still talk to most of them. So it's no hard feelings in me and anybody. So I understand they got to do what they got to do. And if I was ever in that position where that's where I wanted to do, I would expect the same support from my teammates.
I could see not having hard feelings, but it kind of hurts the team a little bit when you lose any players, doesn't it?
Yeah, players go, players come. I think that you can handle that in recruiting, and obviously we got a bunch of transfers in here too. So, like I said, we're just focused on what we got here, just doing what we can with that.
Jacob, is the pace of play, the tempo that Coach Heupel wants to play at, has that been a big adjustment? Or has it been has it changed off-season conditioning?
Yeah, obviously, there's going to be a bigger emphasis on thinking fast, playing fast, making fast decisions, running fast. Like, just playing with speed is a big part of this offense, and so that's obviously been the emphasis in our summer conditioning and spring practice and everything.
And kind of along those same lines, do you need more depth at every position? Yeah. And you feel like you're going to have 3 or 4 tight ends that are going to have to play?
Right, 100%. That opens up a lot of playing opportunities for younger guys who want to step up and really want to play. And so it'll just be a matter of who goes and takes hold of it.
And I know he's not your position coach, but do you see benefits of having a head coach that played quarterback and played it at a high level? Does that show up?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to see how he completely understands everything that we're going through, like personally. Like, he knows exactly how it is. He knows how to get to the top because he's done it before. He's done, Heisman candidate. He's won national championships. He's done all these things. So it's easy to get behind him and be like, all right, I believe you. I trust you. I'm going to follow you. It's a big thing.
Would you like to play defense against this offense?
No, it'd be tough for me personally, but yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to get ready for it. I think our defense is gonna be very well off as far as tempo wise, playing against us in practice every day. Just because if you can keep up with us, you can keep up with just about anybody.
Do you think it's a conditioning advantage, but also maybe you can get the matchups that you want as well when you go in high tempo?
Yeah, I mean, you watch film of what UCF was able to do. They're catching guys off guard here and there, catching people substituting in and out, getting flags and penalties. That's what we're about. Just trying to keep them on their heels, and we're just pushing forward the whole time.
Jacob, Coach Heupel was saying in there earlier that you know, when you first got here, that the players said it was important to stress the interaction between the staff and players. Why was that important for you guys?
Yeah, he's got a thing that says like respect, and just this connection goes from player to player, coach to coach, coach to player. So if we have that, if everyone can believe in everybody and trust everybody, there's no lapses in our system, right? There's communication within everybody. Everyone believes in each other. So it's not a hierarchy of head coach to position coach to player. It's everyone's on a level playing field, and we're all just here just to get better and do what we need to do.
What have you been working on to help elevate your game this year?
For me, it's just a lot of taking away my mental block, being more physical, and just kind of letting loose and playing fast. I think that's something I've struggled with in the past. I'm a big thinker, so I get in my head a lot, and I'll kind of question the things that I'm doing. But I think once I kind of just let loose and just let myself just react and play fast, I'll be a better player because of it.
Is this offense challenging for tight ends in particular because there's not as much substituting because you have to be ready to go from run package to pass play on play the backs?
Yeah, tight ends are definitely considered like the adjuster of this offense. So we have to obviously know everything, but we also have to move according to what the play might be. It might be a run, and we're all the way on the outside of the field. So we've got to get inside fast. We got to use tempo. We got to think the whole time. So it kind of just adds a whole other element. The offense really, I wouldn't say revolves around us, but we're a big crucial part of the offense. So we got to be on point in everything we're doing, alignment, assignment, tempo, all that. So it's exciting to me though, because I love the challenge. I love being that guy. So.